Yeah, yeah. Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LA baby who run away, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10 again, yeah. Station name, big dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Swimming, you sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffin. Money clip I tossed that I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming, coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LA baby who run away, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. Bitch, I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, bitch. I'm broke if you asking. Don't gotta sell it, most of y'all is roll this broken wrist as long as it is foreign. Heard you want it cause the game's enormous. What's an ass? Said she is a gorgeous. Live my life last name a Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest. Do not know when knocking on the door is. Came in, I came in. Did it like the Porsches coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah, LA baby who run away. Yeah, 2233, I'm on 10 again. Okay, alright. Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LA baby who run away, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10, yeah.
What's up, Bomb Squad? This is DC KOOLAID and Lisa. She coming in the building in a minute. Hood said, Jack's gonna move my thing. Me and Jack's gonna fight. He be moving stuff. Hood said this was on her spirit. This topic was on her spirit today. Hold on. I gotta fix this. This is doing something. What's up, Leilani? Let me move this out the way. This is in front of everything. I can't see. Anyway, anybody want to get on the panel to talk about the topic that we on today? It's about why people are not there for you. Why people are really not there for you. That's the topic. And it's a heavy topic because majority of people that are not there for you are Jacks. Jacks, get away from this. The people that are really supposed to be there for you are really not there for you. They talk like they're there for you, but they're really not. So, hold on. You ready, babe? Uh-oh, I gotta turn this down.
Yeah.
Yep. So people are really not there for you, and you would think they're there for you, but sometimes, some people, I want to say, kind of like use you. You want to say like, or they act like they're there for you, but they're really not because they're selfish, and it's about themselves, and it shouldn't be just about themselves. It should be about whatever the situation is. Like a lot of people that I would expect to be there for me ain't really there for me. It's about self. And when we say like there for you, like in a crisis, I lost my mom. A crisis, friends that has moved places. Even back when I was young, in my going out days, people just not there for you. And they might be sitting in your face every day or on the phone, and they only call you when they need something for themselves. And then when you or they going through something, that's one time you hear from them, but you don't hear from them on a regular basis. So this topic is because I know it goes for several of you guys, I'm sure. At one time in your life, you thought somebody was there for you, but technically they wasn't there for you. And it's sad because it comes out later, or they wonder why this is happening to them, or they wonder Why are they not talking to me no more? Oh, you haven't called me lately. You know, you didn't ask me to go. And then if you sit there, this the other scenario. You sit there and you talk to them and you tell them the reason why. And you tell them because when I was going through something, you know, and then they come up with excuses saying, well, I didn't know, I didn't this and I didn't that, which is, come on, really, we grown adults. So if you address it to them, but in the same token, they're not thinking like logically, like, okay, I wasn't there for you. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'll try to be there for you from now on. That don't happen. It's always that they get defensive. Is that what I'm trying to say? They get defensive and act like it wasn't them. You know, they didn't do anything. It wasn't them. It wasn't me. Really? So the question is for the room, have you ever been in a situation or you might have been down when you needed $1 and that friend or your family member, you asked them and they always borrow from you, but they can't get that for you? Have you been in that situation where you might have been down to your last dollar where you wanted something to eat and you couldn't really go get nothing to eat because you got to make sure the electric, the phone, and everything paid, and then you call that family member or that friend, hey, I'm trying to get something to go get something to eat. And then the first thing they say is, oh, I would help you, but I don't have it. But then you look at Facebook or somewhere and you see them out to dinner or they doing this and that. But then the same time they calling you up later talking about, hey, how you been? What you doing? Girl, I went to this and that and I did. And you over here sitting there like, really? Okay. So those are the topics I'm saying as far as people not being there for you, you know, through different times, difficulties. Like scenario, another one that, you know, happening on my side is where people not there, you supposed to have family. They know we still grieving behind my mom. And you guys might not see it, but it's an everyday process with me as far as me and my family. You know, I can't say everybody because I don't know, but certain people in the family I do know that's going through the same thing I'm going through every day, you know, because like yesterday, I was feeling it bad. I just stayed in the bed and slept. I was going to do a reaction video. I just couldn't do it, but I did get up to do bingo eventually. I did get up to do bingo because I was down. You know, it's hard to know that my mom not coming back. But then where's those family members they're supposed to be there for me or for us? Where are those people? But they want to call and say, hey, how's it going? What you been up to? Or some of them don't even call. You heard them through the time when my mom was her funeral and all that, the first week.
I rather for them not to call.
Huh?
I rather for them not to call.
You heard from that week and then you don't hear from them no more. Like, really? So, you know, it's just crazy. Ronnie said, hey, what's up, Ronnie? She said, people always say that want you to tell them the truth and be real with them. But when you do get in their feelings and get angry about what you said, correct. But you may say what they say themselves when they say they mad. True, because they don't want to hear the truth. But some of them, you tell them the truth, but they don't want to accept the truth. That's it. They don't want to accept what you're telling them. Or they be like, well, why you ain't tell me? Because at this point, it's no need for me to tell you because I already know how you're going to react. I already know what you're going to say. So it's like, it's a lost cause for me to even come at you and say, look, I need you to be here for me because of whatever the case is. Because every time I ask, you got an excuse or you got a reason. So in my situation right now, it's like, they don't care. I don't even call them. I don't even say nothing. Me and my sister talk on a regular. And my mom, she probably happy to see that because we didn't really talk that much. We talk, but not as much as we talk now. We talk every day. Even if I'm getting ready to go to bed, we talk every day, because we there for each other. But to put it out there, do my brothers call and say, hey, y'all all right? No. Y'all okay? Y'all want to do something together? No. So that's why I brought it up because it was heavy in my heart. It was like, come on now, why do people not there for you? All right, Miss Tell the Truth said, I've been dealing with so-called friends and family turned their backs on me when my husband passed, then my mother 3 months after my husband, then 7 more family members after them. My girl said, I had a best friend that used to invite everywhere, but would never invite me nowhere, but brag about it later. Yeah. Trust me, I've been there too. This was before I moved to Virginia. I was living in Maryland at the time. And you're supposed to be best friends, you're supposed to be friends or whatever the situation is. They don't even call and say, hey, do you want to hang out? We going to this and that. The next thing you know, I'm looking at Facebook and I'm looking like, wow. And they didn't, it's just okay. This is how it goes. So, as I got older, well, back then it did bother me. It bothered me, but as I got older, it's just like whatever. That's what they do. Leilani said, I know for me, the worst question people ask me is, are you okay? Is everything all right? If I'm going to go through something, I'm not. And answer that makes it worse. So I don't ask people that. I try to just make myself available and reach out. Correct. Or something. That's right. Yeah, because when you ask, that's funny, Leilani said that because that just happened yesterday. You okay?
You don't care. People who ask, are you okay, have nothing else to ask. They have nothing else to say. Okay? They have nothing else to add.
I'm like, are you okay, nigga? That's what I want to say, but, why would you ask that question if you already know 100% I'm not okay?
Because most people feel like if they don't say something, it makes them look bad to other people. Because then they can go and say, well, I checked up on DC, she going through, and I checked to see if she was okay. Makes them look good. Because in reality, if all you got to ask somebody is, are you okay? Then keep it to yourself. I don't know. I have a huge extended family, but I was raised by myself. I wasn't raised with my siblings. I wasn't raised with my cousins. Everybody else was in other states and other parts of the country. So I have a huge family. And I love my family. And it's people within that it would break a little more off of me when they pass away. So, but I don't feel that I've been doing stuff on my own or as close to by myself for so long that I know that sometimes people just need you to not say nothing. Just sit there. And then when they're ready to talk, you're there. You don't have to ask somebody if they're okay, because they're not. If somebody has passed away, if somebody has been hurt, if you broken up with somebody, if you lost your job, whatever, you're not okay. You can lie. We all lie and say we okay. I'm fine. It's all right. I'm doing okay. We all say that. But on the inside, we're like a hamster in a wheel, running around in a circle with nowhere to go, don't know how we got on the wheel and don't know how to get off. It's just like when the schools and the government says our thoughts and prayers are with you when the cops shoot somebody in the face at a stop sign or a school gets shot up because these kids were allowed to buy weapons. Your thoughts and prayers don't mean shit. They're not going to bring my dead people back. You can keep that mess. My thing is that with family, you're born into one, and I done said this before when we had talked about stuff close to this. You got two families, the one you're born into and the one you make. And sometimes in both families, it's going to be people in there that you care about or love that don't love and care about you in the same way or the same amount. And that reflects on them. It don't reflect on you.
Ronnie Girl says some people like to complain to you every day about what's going on in their lives, but as soon as you have a problem, they always bring up themselves instead of being there for you. And actually, I'm going through that right now. I am going through that right now. You know, and it is difficult because it's like you want to address it to them without hurting their feelings.
I don't know.
What's up, man? What's up, Mama Brenda? Karen?
Sometimes.
Hold up, wait a minute. Because I'm not saying no names, but it's like, how do you, if I'm coming at you, you ask me, is everything okay? Knowing it's not.
I'm about to take a bite of this pizza over here, y'all. So this is not a mukbang. It's just
so it's like, how do people sit up there and ask you if you're okay, and they know you're not okay, but then they turn around and say, is it your mom?
Because they just need an excuse to say something. Because
why they do that? And then when I tell them, yeah, and you can hear it in my voice when I'm talking, the next thing you know, you turn everything on you. Seconds. I mean, you turn everything about you. It just like, leave me. I'm stuck where I started. And then it's all about you.
You know why?
And it's sad because it's like I'm there for people, like I'm there for you. I only can do, like, y'all hear noise, that's Jax. I can only do stuff so much to help out a person. I can be there for you, you know, you want to call and say, hey, look, this what happened, can you? And I'm going to listen. I'm not going to turn it on me. It's all about listening. And then if you need something from me, you will say, or I would like anything I could do to help you. Or I'll be like, hey, let's go out to eat. Let's go do something. Let's go do this and that. Now, me and my sister, we've been doing stuff together, you know, more than normal back in the day. We done got older. Now we you know, my mom is gone. So we've been doing a lot, you know, keep us each other up, you know, keep us, you know, going on an everyday basis. But I see her the way she's, you know, I see when she's, you know, what's the word I'm trying to use? When she's down. I see when she's not feeling, you know, a good day. Let's say that. She's not having a good day. So I'm not going to sit up there and say, well, I'm not having a good day either. I'm feeling that way. Even though it's hurting, my heart hurts, I feel like a piece is missing out of me. And I'm feeling the same way she's feeling. I'm not going to express my feelings because, you know, she's down. I'm going to hear her out, listen. Hey, what you want to do? You want to take a trip somewhere? You want to do something? Let's go here. Let's do this. Or we just stay on the phone. I got her to get a PS because she never was a gamer. She finally playing on there. I said, let's get on the game and let's go bowl or something. We play bowling and we play bingo out of my normal comfort zone of shooting on the game, Call of Duty. But like I said, we do stuff to hold each other up. But outside of that, it's like I got to deal with a lot of other stuff. I don't get why people just can't be there for us. You know, we got family in Louisiana. We got family in Texas. We got family in Maryland, just a little bit. Our first cousins and my aunt and uncle, they there. But do we hear them say, hey, let's check on them, see how they doing? Or let me just call and say, hey. My brother does that to me. I listen to his problems every day, but when I have a problem, he doesn't listen. He just say something about what he's going through. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I give him advice, but never give me advice. He turns it all about him. And that is so true. That's why we here today, because I just be wondering. I know a lot of people go through the same thing, but I just wonder, well, why people, not even just family, just people in general. Because I have friends, like we were saying earlier, we was friends all these years growing up, even the newer friends as I got older. I see stuff on Facebook. I'm like, damn, did I tell you that one time? I said, man, I ain't even asked if I wanted to go.
I think so.
And then if I'm like this, a lot of my friends are straight. And if you've got a problem with my preference, then you should have said that in the jump. Then I will understand why, but come on now. I love when people tell me my flaws. It makes me think something makes me better as a person. Yep. But like I said, it's a lot of people that do stuff. I just don't understand why they do. And I mean, I guess because I'm different, maybe because I'm always there and I'm always an ear. I listen. If you want me to say something, tell me. And they are keep it real. I'ma keep it real. I don't take sides. I go by what I think and what it look like to me. If I feel like you're wrong because you're my friend or family, I'm gonna tell you that's wrong. That's wrong. I'm not gonna look at it from a perspective of, oh, I ain't gonna tell her that because she's my friend. Knowing it's not right. It's just wrong. Even my sister do it. How would you think if and I'd be like, no, that won't be right. Don't do that. I know you can benefit from this and that, but don't do it because it's not right. I had friends say, you think I should go over to his house even though I got a husband? Is you crazy? Don't do that. But I really like him. Well, you need to divorce your husband first. That's where I'm at. So you can come at me, I'm gonna tell you right from wrong. But like I tell people, you either you take it or you leave it. I don't have no problem telling you nothing. I might not know you personally, but if I know you telling me something that's not making sense to me, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna sit up sugarcoat nothing. I'm not gonna do it. You think we should take that TV? It's sitting right there. Nobody's looking at it. It's not mine. It can stay where it's at. Now, you can take it and you can come, whatever comes back with it, that's on you. But when I was growing up, when I was young, I might have took it. But as I got older, I think wiser. I think, no. I said, God don't like ugly. And I don't want to, I don't want coming back at me. My TV break the next day because I'm over there trying to take somebody's TV. Hell no. So, like I said, I just don't understand why people can't do that for me, as far as if why you're not there for me, period. Like I tell people, I love doing YouTube. I got hooked on TikTok. Instagram has been going now. So I do stuff to be busy and have fun and enjoy my life. But there are downtimes that people don't see, but Lisa, maybe my sister hear it, but there are times where I just can't. Lisa be like, don't answer that phone. Because that one call can mess up my whole day.
Yes, I be telling you all the time.
You talking to Jax?
Yeah, I am. I was.
I hear it look weird.
All the time.
So Lisa be like, don't answer that call. You don't want that today. But being me, I gotta answer it.
Every time. And I'm just sitting over there. And it's not about what I'm trying to say. Here's the thing. Can they hear me?
They
Y'all
sure.
hear me? I can't see the chat, so can they hear me?
Y'all can hear Lisa. Can y'all hear Lisa? Yes or no?
Because my mic is on, but it's not up loud. I mean, I could turn it up some. Y'all hear me?
Lisa, yes.
Okay. From birth, we are taught the most important thing in the world is family. Family comes first. We even talked about it. What goes on in this house, stay in this house. No matter what family did, no matter what family does or did or is going to do, we rally around family. That's all we taught. And as we grow up, it's still driven in us. Even though we're individuals and we realize that, hey, I'm still here for you, but when I was going through whatever trying time it may be, you couldn't be bothered to pick up a phone or write a letter, or hell, send a message, hell, an email. But they family. You see somebody, you see your brother, your cousin, or hey, your mama, your dad are doing wrong, and you know it's wrong. They family. How many times has somebody told you, well, that's just the way so-and-so is. That's just how so-and-so is. That's just how such and such does. You know how they are. Just ignore them. You know, that's your family. That's your blood. That's your cousin. That's your sister. That's your mom. How many times have we been crushed by the weight of the statement, that's family? Two little words can kill you. Like I said, I was not raised with my family on a regular basis. I saw them on the summertime when we had family reunions and when they would pop in and out of the house during the year. But as far as being raised, it was me and my grandmother. Sporadically, it was me going to live with my mama. That's when I dealt with my siblings and my step parent. And they were my family. And I loved them. But as I got older, I had to realize that as we get older, we can add to our family, grow our family, shrink our family. Because at some point, it cannot be family means everything, but for these 2 or 3 people that's in the family. Can't mean that. I moved across country. My sister and my mom stayed in the South. I moved up here. It was not a lot of contact because realistically, growing up, it wasn't. And that, as I became an adult, that became just as much my fault as an adult as it was my mom's fault as when I was a child. So I bear the weight of not engaging as much as I could. However, family is what you make it. And if the family you have is not making it, then you make it another way. I'm not going to keep making excuses for sister, cousin, uncle, mama, hell, wife. You sit up and you say, kids included. Y'all know that I will go straight to jail for Nick. However, I'm not going to sit up here and talk about what a fine young man he was when the police come told me he done killed 100 people. Now, he might have been a sweet little boy, but this man over here, that's all him. I'm not going to sit up there and say, fuck everybody else or everybody else that he hurt. And on a smaller scale, I'm not going to keep letting family hurt family just because we family. You're not going to keep doing that. Because guess what? Silence speaks volumes. I don't have to say anything to anybody. You don't like the way I did something and you couldn't come tell me. Seems like something's on fire. Hold on. I done said some fire words and to set off the damn alarms or something like this way. I expect for somebody to cut me off if I just do. If I'm hurting you, if I'm blocking your peace, if I'm not contributing to your life in any way, I don't expect you to keep sitting up there calling me anything other than goodbye. But then I try not to be that. I try not to be the center of attention. Hell, even when I'm supposed to be. Definitely not when I'm not supposed to be. My mother passed away, and I grieved. But at that time, I had a 1-year-old son. He just turned 2. Had a 2-year-old that just turned 2. 4 days after my mom passed away. And I just couldn't keep. I had to grieve internally. So that's why I do it now, even now. You wouldn't know I was sad about something. Because I had to, the most devastating thing to me as an adult happened. I had to keep it to myself because I had a little person that didn't know what was going on. That I couldn't tell. Mommy sad because of this. All he would see is mommy crying and think he had something to do with it. He was 2. So I've learned to keep a lot of stuff in. However, if I ask you if you need something, I'm not asking you if you need something just to make myself feel better. I'm hungry. I need something to eat. Okay, well, what's your address? Let me send this DoorDash to you. I might not be able to bring it to you, but I get it there. It's simple things. And I can't begin to tell you why people don't do simple things. I don't know. I can't begin to tell you why people talk a very good game, speak about all these grand gestures, talk about everything. But if you really listening to them, you really listen to what they're saying, they're talking about all the great and grand things that they can do. Not that they will do, or not the things they have done. They're speaking about all this great and wondrous things that they can do. But they never follow through. Because it sounds good when you're first saying it. It sounds great. I turned the fan off. I got cold. I'm cold. Now I wonder what I was reaching for. Huh? They're telling you what they can do. Call me anytime. If you need anything, just let me know. I'm here for you. But listen to what they're saying. There's always an implied but at the end of the statement. They don't say it, but you hear it. Because you know if you call them, they're busy. They know that if you need something, they don't have it. But they can tell you the steps that you can do to go add something else for it. I'm like this. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me you're sorry. Don't tell me how much you understand. Just do it. Do it. If you know that your child is going through something, don't sit up here and say that you can be there and say what you're going to do. Call your baby. I'm just calling to see how you're doing today. I'm just checking in to let you know I love you. You ain't got to say no more than that. You ain't got to go in no long, drawn-out speech, because then you're going to start talking about how you feel. If you know your baby's sitting over at the house and your baby is sad, DoorDash goes everywhere. DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, Instacart, Walmart, Amazon. And you don't have to spend thousands of millions of dollars on somebody. Do you know how much $20 worth of DoorDash goes to somebody who don't even want to get up and wash their ass. Most people who are grieving don't want to do anything for themselves. They want to sit and marinate in it. They want to. But if you got other things, kids, spouses, jobs, you can't. So you try to go through the day doing the stuff that you normally do, and it's under a really, really heavy weight of missing somebody. And even if somebody hasn't lost a spouse, a relative, or a child, think about that time somebody broke your heart. Think about that girl or that guy that snatched your spirit out of your body. And that's what that feels like. That's as close to the estimation as I can give you. Think about somebody telling you, your wife telling you, I want a divorce. Your husband coming in there telling you he got a kid by another woman. And that's a close to estimation of what your heart would feel like if you lose somebody you love. Now take that and remember how you felt when you had to make it through another day. And remember all them times somebody said, it'll be okay. My thoughts and prayers are with you. I feel you. But then that's all you ever heard from them. And then that stranger gives you that extra cup of coffee because you went in and they see how sad you really look. Or you go to your favorite 7-Eleven and the cashier says, I got that. I got you today. I know you're going through stuff. You don't have to make. And I don't understand why the same person who will say family is everything is the same person you can't reach when you need family. The very same person. Hey, message Nick, tell him come to the I cut off anybody. Oh, well. There was a long time I didn't deal with my mother. Not my grandmother, my mom. There was a reason for that, and I'm not gonna go into because it's a long time ago. There's a reason I didn't deal with it when I became an adult. Because there was no peace for me with me and her. And I don't think there was any peace for her with me. We are under this fantasy that you automatically are in love with people who are genetically matched to you. That's just not true. That's not true. It's not what you say, it's what you do. And most of the times you don't have to say anything. My wife is an amazing person. I'm sure y'all heard me say it, and y'all will hear it again. Look in there and get what you want out of there, baby. It should be 2 in 1. Should be 2 of the same thing. And I'm sure you've heard me say it. My wife is an amazing person. She will go out of her way. That's it. She will go out of her way. You're welcome. She will use her time, her money, and her energy for anybody. She will be dead tired, fussing about cleaning up after Jax. Because she do it every night. One day I'm going to record it. And I'm going to let you see the brilliance of my wife fussing at our dog about his toys and the shoe fort that he builds in the middle of the room every day. But she will do all of that on an empty tank. And all she wants is sometimes to be sad. And I'm cool with that. You ain't got to stop. I don't tell her to stop crying. I don't tell her not to be sad. I tell her to honor it. Whenever she feel it, whatever day it is, I just let her know I see you. And when you're ready, I keep talking to her. But when she don't want that talking, I just sit there. I'm going to try not to be mad, but I'm going to say something. I hate it when one part of the family thinks they're higher than the other part of the family. I hate it when instead of feeling love from a loved one, you feel like you work for them. You feel like you owe them some big gratitude just because they're your family, just because they're in your presence. They make these grand, showy gestures to let everybody know how much they are there for them. Then when the time comes to be there, there's everywhere else they gotta be but there. If I call you and I'm telling you I'm sad, don't tell me you sad about nothing. I don't care. And I don't care who you are. If we talking and you hear I'm sad, I'm sad. I don't care about your sadness right now. We'll get your sadness on your day at your time. If you worried about me, call and check on me. Send me a card. Hell, shoot me a text. I don't want nothing. I just want to let you know I'm here. Call me if you need me. Sometimes just that little statement, letting you know, call me if you need me, on a text message speaks more than somebody who's been sitting on your face, in your face, or on your phone for an hour saying nothing but how bad they're feeling. If I call you and I'm feeling bad and you start talking about anything, you start talking about, hell, if we feeling bad about the same thing and you start talking about your feelings, I'm gonna hang up on your ass. And I don't care who you are. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. I'm not gonna discuss it. I'm done. Because there's a time when we have to put our shit aside for the person we love. Now, if you're doing that all the time, then maybe the person you love is just like the person that we talking about. Because sometimes they are the same person. Sometimes that bullshit person is going through some shit. And you being who you are there for them. And you think that because you're doing what you're supposed to do, when you need it, they're going to do it in return. They're not. So be you, never stop being you, be the person you are, but know when it's time to shut them down. Know when it's time to hang up the phone. Know when it's time not to pick the phone up. And I don't care who it is on the other line. Stop thinking because you're related to somebody. Stop thinking because somebody had you. Hell, stop thinking because you had somebody that person has your best interest at heart. Because sometimes they don't. Because sometimes people can't see beyond the mirror. Sometimes people can't see beyond their own reflection. If they're feeling bad, you need to feel bad. If they're feeling sad, your sadness is not important. If you need something, they need more. And there comes a time where being alone and being quiet is the best place for a person to be. Even if you have 1,000 people telling you how much they're going to be there for you, how much they got your back, how many thoughts and prayers they got shooting your way. Because at the end of the day, when somebody's supposed to show and prove, and they showing and proving that they're the person you should have hang up on their ass. Because let me tell you something, you cannot pour any cliche you want to say, but I'm going to use this one. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot continuously keep giving and giving and giving, and nobody is replenishing. And think you're going to be able to keep giving and giving and giving. There's only so many times you can want somebody to understand the situation you're in and to help you. And they don't. You can't keep giving folks chance after chance after chance. This ain't baseball, but you ain't got 3 strikes. You got that one time. You got that one time to where I'm sitting up here sad, and all you got is, oh, just get over it. You'll be all right. Everything happens for a reason. Now, I believe that, but I don't want to hear that shit right then. I I want you to sit there and be with me while I cry. You ain't got to say shit if you ain't feeling like you want to cry. Hell, if you do, cry with me. But don't tell me to get over it. Don't tell me why you feeling bad. Oh, I feel bad too. And this not me. Because guess what? You didn't call me and tell me you was feeling bad. Me and you was talking, and I was telling you that I'm going through something today. And now all of a sudden you going through something. You weren't going through something. We started the conversation. I will hang up on, not call back, not respond to, and not talk to as long as I need to get my mental health in order. Because trust me when I tell you, a crazy motherfucker can't do nothing for you. And if you continuously keep giving to people that act like you're supposed to be giving to them, as opposed to people, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? What's the word when you're grateful? Instead of being grateful that you are taking time out of your grief, out of your pain, out of your day, out of your love's attention to give them attention, instead of them being grateful, they're sitting over there entitled like you're supposed to, like it is your duty to serve them in any way. I don't care who you are, how old you are, or what you're going through. You can sit over there and do it by yourself. Now, that may not be a popular opinion, and I'm sorry if it's not. But we spend our days worrying. I spent every time I hear about a young black boy getting killed, whether by the cops or by another little young black boy, I see my son's face. That's tiring. Every time I hear my wife cry, I want to cry too, but this ain't my time. Every time I think of what I should be doing or could be doing, again, not my time. I keep that shit to myself, and I'm there for the people who need me any kind of way that I can be. Now, I can't run no marathons. But if I can send it to you, write it to you, or hold your hand while we're doing it, I got you. Now, I'm not always going to be able to do that because there's going to be times. There are going to be days out of months. There are going to be months to where I just am sad or I'm just not feeling it. And you may not know it because I keep it inside most of the time. But I'm not going to tell you I'm going to be there. I'm just not going to say nothing. If I know, see, that's what I don't get. If I know that I don't care about the situation you're going through, if I know I'm not going to give you no money, if I know I ain't got time for you, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not about to sit up here and lie to nobody and tell them that I got all this money I'm going to give them and all this time I'm going to share with them because I don't. I have a family here. And we sit and we sit and we sit and we take time away from the people that really love us, that really got our back, that are really down for us, trying to help out those people that we wish that was down for us, that we wish had our back, and that really was there for us. You got one time. People say, they're really a good person. They just okay. Well, they should have showed it that one time. If people don't have sense enough to bring that positive representative, if they don't have sense enough to make that first impression the best impression, well, then they definitely don't have sense enough for me to come back the second time. When your mother or father passes away, that is a pain that nobody can go, that nobody goes through the same pain. Nobody deals with it the same. Just like if I were to pass away, DC wouldn't deal with it like my family would because those are two different people grieving for two different people. Because she's grieving for her wife and they're grieving for their niece or their cousin or their sister. Them is two different griefs. They don't even hold the same weight. But there comes a time when you have to say, you know what? I can be sad later because today I got to be her mama. Today I got to be her wife. Today I got to be her sister. Today I got to be his cousin. Today I got to be his auntie. I'll grieve later. Everybody's grief ain't yours. Sometimes your daughter just needs for you to sit down, shut up, and be there. I don't need to hear about what you being sad. I don't need to hear about what you're going through. Because I understand, because I can see. Because I have been being there. I have been showing and proving. I have been following through on what I said I was going to do. I have made it more about you than about me. But right now, I need for you to take time out and make it about me, because right now I need that from you, because that's who you are to me. And if they can't do it, if they can't be your sister, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, your uncle, your auntie, your mama, your daddy, your wife, or your husband, then guess what? Hang up on their ass. Close the door. Go to the man cave. Go to the bar. Get the hell out. Sit in the car. Or hell, tell them to get the hell out. Because you can't be continue to be everything for everybody, and the 1 second you need somebody just to be anything to you, you gotta beg and plead and hope that a motherfucker come through for you. Family is everything only when they want to be. You want to be in family when you was sitting up there ignoring my calls, or when you wasn't checking on me, or when you didn't even say goodbye to me when you left town. We was family then. You want to tell me what I'm gonna do about my grief, my folks, and I can't even get you to acknowledge that I'm sad? I am who I am, and that's all I'm gonna be. But I'm not gonna be. I'm not. I can't. I can't sit up there and tell somebody if I'm not. If I know I ain't gonna be there, I'm just gonna be quiet. And people look at that as mean. But why I'm gonna lie to you? So then, not only am I mean, but I'm a mean liar. So why I'm gonna lie to you? If I know I can't be there for you like that, if I know that I can't be the person that you need for whatever reason. And there's the thing, sometimes the reason may not be malicious. It may just be you don't have the mental capacity to do what you said you could do. You're sad, you're depressed, you're lonely, you're going through stuff at home. So you might not be able to be there for that person for whatever reason. Sometimes it's not just because you're a dick. Sometimes you're going through stuff and you don't want to sit up there and you want to act like you're going to do all this stuff, but you're not. So don't be quiet. Don't say nothing. Sometimes I would rather for somebody just to sit there and not say anything than to sit there and tell me all this good shit they going to do. And you can't even get a text message from them. I don't know. Cut them off. Cut them off. Because guess what? They've already cut you off. And the only reason they entertain you is so everybody else will think they are the big man on campus. So everybody else will think they are the patriarch or matriarch of the family. So everybody else will think what an amazing person they are. They are doing the best they can for everybody when they're doing nothing but speaking. Cut them off. What would it, if you make the choice to not deal with a relative, whoever it may be, because they don't deal with you, what are you losing? You're gaining peace of mind. You're gaining your time back. You're gaining clarity. But what are you losing? If you cut that person off, they already don't deal with you. They already don't check up on you. They already don't have the decency to say goodbye. Grown folks playing high school, grade school, middle school games inside a family. So what are you losing if you cut that person off? And I'm not saying cut people off forever, but there's a time there when you going through stuff that the only thing you need around you are the people that want to be around you. Hear what I said now? That want to be around you. Not that feel like they have to be, or feel like if they're not, people are going to think that bad about them, or they got to keep up appearances. Not them people, not the appearance people, not the people who thinks that because they have this degree or this amount of money or live in this house or drive this car or have done this for their children, that they're more important than the person living in an apartment riding a bus. Not them people. Because those are the people that are going to make this big show about being there for you mentally and physically, even financially, in the public eye. But then when it's down to the nitty gritty, when you need a shoulder to lay on and a sandwich to eat, they can't be bothered. Or they tell you where else you can go to get it. Or they tell you, well, I don't have it right now. Let me get back to you when you're in private. But in public, you Big Willie style then. In public, you're a priest, a nurse, a doctor, a therapist, and a banker. You everything. All I want people to do is to keep that same private energy when they're in public. Because that's the energy I'm going to keep. 2022, we have survived pandemics. We have survived Trump presidencies. I know it's done. It's done. The only thing I hate about cell service is that you can't unplug a phone on somebody. Cause see, my grandma was quick to snatch a cord like shit. She said, "I get somebody to come fix it." You gonna tear your shit up because you don't be on the phone no more? Remember back in the day, unplug a phone and to wrap the cord around it and put it in the room. You'll talk when I get ready. Can't do that with cell phone. Even if you block a number, they can still call it because they can unblock it.
Asia had a question for Lisa.
I may have an answer.
Why, when you are there for people in any way, emotionally, spiritual, especially financial, them are those the people rubbing in your face all the time and always bragging and keep your money?
Wait, what?
Asia.
I get it. Always bragging like when you out, keep your money, I got it. Because some people, appearance is everything. For some people, it's not about reality. It's not about you, the fact that you actually do live paycheck to paycheck. It's not about the fact that there's a mortgage on the house, you got a note on the car, you're still paying your kids' school, and it's never about that. It's about appearances. It's about what people see when they look at someone. And for some people, the appearance is more important than the reality. So they make a big show. You ever seen those videos where people go to like Skid Row or to where homeless people are or to soup kitchens and things like that, and they volunteer their time or they bring food or whatever, but they always are recording it. They're always posting it on social media. And it's never the full video. It's just a video of them showing up with the food or them putting the money in the blind man's cup. You ever seen those? That's what it is. Because they want you, general public or the rest of the family, to look at them and see how important they are, to see how much they have, to see how rich they look, to see how wealthy their mindset is. Because what you think about them is more important than their reality. It's more important than being real. It's more important to me. And sometimes I got money, sometimes I don't. It's more important than, hey, I got a house, but shit, I'm still paying on it. Sometimes that's what it is, especially within families. You always got those one or two aunts and uncles that swear they're the best at everything. They're the best educated. They have the best spouse. They make the best babies. They have the biggest and best house. They drive the biggest and best car. They have the biggest and best job. And this is how they speak to you. You feel like you're talking to a school principal all the time, even at home. You ever got those school principals, the ones that are very educated? And this is how they speak. And there's never, because everybody has I have a corporate voice. I have a, hello, how are you doing? I have one of those. I have one of those speaking to the manager voices. But I also have I'm talking to the mom squad, so what's up voices. Those kind of people never have the what's up voice. They always have the I'm speaking to the manager voice. When they talk to you, even if you're sitting staring eye to eye, they make you feel like they're looking down on you. They're making you feel like you should look up to them. Everybody got that auntie that is too good for the barbecue. Everybody got that uncle that can never be bought. Everybody got that sister that doesn't want to be related to the rest of the siblings. Everybody got those parents that run them kids in the ground so that it looks like they're the best. They're the football players. They're the cheerleaders. They're the kings and the queens of the school. When at home, you running them babies ragged and they 3 minutes away from being a serial killer. It's about appearances, Asia. That's why people do stuff. That's why people will put $100 into a beggar's cup and make sure you get a selfie with the person and you post it on your Facebook. That's why the influencer will go to the food bank and drop off a pallet of green beans don't nobody want, but make sure they post it on the Instagram. That's why when somebody is either passes away, because when somebody passes away or when somebody's getting married, you always got that relative that has all the best ideas. This is what you should do. This is the funeral home you should use. This is the church you should go to. This is the venue you should have. This is how the programs should be. Excuse you? I don't do that. I can be as bougie as the next person, but don't come and telling me what I should do. They get the hell out of my face. It is so awesome that I did not have to have that particular aspect, because I know I would not have done well in that situation if it had been a lot of siblings when my mom passed. I know I wouldn't have did well in that situation. I wouldn't have did well, especially if I didn't see your ass. Especially if the only time you came around is when you wanted or needed something. Especially when you couldn't be bothered to be there. But now all of a sudden you got all these thoughts. Mm-hmm. You got all these it'll be better than. You got all these you should do this and you should do that. You should get the hell out of my face before we fight in this goddamn hotel. I mean, this hospital. That's what you do. You should move before they call the police to this venue instead of the wedding planner. That's what you should do. Stop just being nice to people because you think you're supposed to be nice to people because you get share the same DNA, or because y'all share the same grandmama, or because y'all share the same auntie. Stop doing that shit. Just because somebody's related to you does not mean they have your best interest at heart. Just because somebody's related to you does not mean they will be there when you need them. And here's the thing, and here's the flip side of that coin. They don't have to be. My wife doesn't have to do the shit she does. She doesn't have to do a tenth of what she does. But she does that because that's who she is. She will give and give and give and give till her cup is bone ass dry. And I'm the one that has to fill it back up again so she can go and empty it because that's who she is. But I'm trying to fix it so that she slows down. So that instead of pouring, she drops it. She gets a little dropper. Because if you keep pouring into somebody and they see you ain't gonna stop, they're gonna keep needing you to pour. If you know you ain't gonna be there for somebody, don't say you are. If all you got is thoughts and prayers for somebody and you really don't mean it, if you wasn't saying a prayer when you was writing, I'm praying for you, don't write that shit down. Because there's some words that sound good coming out your mouth. If you know you ain't gonna be there, don't be there. Then don't say you gonna be there. If you know that you gotta make sure your bills are paid and your rent is paid, don't tell somebody you're gonna be able to take care of this and take care of that if you're not gonna be able to do it just because it sounds good, because they're depending on you. And that's what people gotta understand. When you tell somebody you're gonna be there, when you tell somebody you got their back, when you tell somebody, sit down, I got you. These people are depending on you to do what you say. And if all you got is show, stay away from me. I don't wish you no ill will. I don't hate you. If we family, I probably still love you. But I don't need to be with you right now. And I don't need you to be with me. We all going through stuff. All of us. All of us dealing with something. Some of us are dealing with really bad stuff they've never talked through. Some of us are dealing with trauma from childhood. Some of us are dealing with it from young adulthood. Some of us have looked back at ourselves and realized that we was the problem and trying to change as we get older. Everybody going through something. So you ain't got to be there if you can't be there. You are not a bad person if you can't be there. If you know you can't be that ear for them to talk to, if you know you can't be that shoulder, if you know you can't make that sandwich, if you know that you can't show up, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's wrong when you say you can and don't. That's when it becomes wrong. Not doing it is not wrong because you're not obligated to do it. It's just like when just like I was telling y'all about with my pizza slice. I'm not obligated to give your ass a bite of anything that I purchased. I'm not obligated to give you my first bite, middle bite, or last bite.
To the first bite.
Nope. But if I tell you come get a slice of pizza because I got a whole pizza over here and I ain't gonna eat the whole thing. And then when you come over here to get your pizza that you've been waiting for because you know my slice is tasty, all of a sudden I say, no, fuck you and your pizza slice. Then that's me. That's me that's messed up, not you. Because I should have said, if I knew I wasn't sharing, if I knew I wasn't sharing shit, I wasn't going to give you a sip of my drink or a piece of my pizza. My dumb ass sitting over there telling you I was makes me look bad, not you. But don't do it because you look stupid. Stop doing it. Because let me tell y'all something. To everybody who is listening to me, that is that person that tells them lies that are not going to give. Let me tell you something. Even if you don't have the money to give somebody to purchase a sandwich, your ass ain't got no bread and peanut butter and jelly in the house. You can't throw a little casserole together, make a little macaroni and cheese. It ain't about the amount of money. Stop thinking you got to be balling to help somebody. Sometimes somebody just needs you to come over there and sit down with them while they fold their clothes. Sometimes somebody just needs you to be the extra body in the car when they run their errands. They don't want you to do nothing. They just need you to be there for them, because sometimes, I'm going to tell you something, sometimes when you're going through something, you feel like you're going to float away. You feel like nobody sees you, nobody understands you, and you're going to disappear. So you want somebody there, not to do anything, not to say anything, but to see you. If that cannot be you, that is fine. But stop telling somebody that you got their back if you don't. You don't have to have their back. That is 100% true. You don't have to do shit you don't want to do. You know I say no in a heartbeat. You know. You gonna eat? No. You gonna do the no? Are you no? Don't no. So I'm not gonna. You can't nobody sit up there and tell me you said no. The hell I didn't. Ask my wife. You said you was gonna know it, then you lying. You dreamt it. You wanted me to say it, but you about to lie. You said you was gonna eat that hot chip. The hell I did. I didn't even say I was gonna watch you eat. You don't have, because she got a hot chip over there. And I don't know why. She thinks I want to share in the destruction of her taste buds. That is her. That is 100% DC. That is not Lisa. Lisa does not put that hot shit in her mouth and sit up there. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be sitting up there crying. I'm not going to do that. So I don't say I'm going to do it. I don't promise I'm going to do things that I'm not going to do. Now, have I said I was going to do something and I didn't, or I did it slower? Sure the fuck have. Did I think I was going to be able to do something and I couldn't do it for whatever reason? Sure did. Did I overpromise? Sure have. But I know it. I'm self-aware. I'm supposed to be walking. I ain't supposed to be running, but I'm supposed to be walking. For whatever reason, I'm not. Nobody motherfucking business, but I did that. I overspoke that. I have to rectify that situation, and I can take full responsibility for my actions. But I didn't promise that shit to nobody, not even myself. Don't say you're going to do something, and you know you're not going to do it. Don't say you're going to do something for somebody else, and know you're not going to do it. We promise ourselves shit all the time. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to stop smoking. I got a Mountain Dew right now over here. I want to put in my mouth so bad. Every time I look at my son, he made me feel like I'm over there smoking cigarettes and outside in the cold. So I have to drink it. And we promised ourselves shit and we ain't do it. Sure. Don't promise nobody else that shit though. Don't promise somebody you're going to do something and don't do it. Just don't say nothing. Do you know how many times she's done said something to somebody that she gonna do, and I've been sitting over here looking like this? Look at me like, what you gonna say? What I'm saying now? Nothing. Because I'm not gonna promise you I ain't gonna act up. So that'd be a lie. How many times she looked at me like, please don't say nothing, please don't say nothing, please don't say nothing. You know why I can say something if I want to? Because I ain't never promised her I wasn't gonna say nothing. Ain't no one time I promised my wife I'm gonna act right. I ain't told her I was gonna fix my face. I ain't told her I might not cuss them out. I have told her I might cuss them out. I have told her I can't fix my face. I have told her, be careful who you put on there where they can hear me. But if I promise I'm gonna act right, no. Because I know I'm not. Because I know there's a good possibility somebody gonna say something, do something, or act wrong, and I'm gonna act up. So I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all smash that like button, please. Hit that like button.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit up there and love it. If I don't like you, I'm not gonna be there for you. If I don't like you, I don't have any thoughts and prayers for you. I don't wish you dead, but I don't really care. If I don't like you, I'm not going to expend any extra energy on you. Period. If I love you because we family, but I don't mess with you like that, I'm not going to expend any energy. If I know that I'm not going to sit there with you while you cry, I'm not going to act like I am. If I know I don't want to be around you that long, I'm not going to extend the invitation. If I know that I can't sit down with you for a whole meal, I'm not going to extend that offer. Do you get what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with you creating boundaries and not doing something for somebody, even if it's somebody you love. There's everything wrong with acting like you the kind of person that's going to be there, acting like you the kind of person that's got their back, acting like you the kind of person that's 10 toes down. And then when time comes for you to show up, you anywhere the way you said you was going to be. That's when it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Stop sitting up there when you listening to somebody. Now, you know what? I'm doing real talk right now. So these are my thoughts and opinions, and we all got. But if you call me, now here's it. Don't call me talking about some dude we already talked about, or some girl we already talked about. How messed up they were, how hoish they were, how much of a cheater they were, how hard they done hurt you, and how many times around this block you done been, because I'm going to hurt your feelings. But if you call me telling me I'm sad today, I don't care why you sad. Okay, what we going to do about it? What you want to do about it? If I know I'm going to sit there and listen to them talk and cry, then I'm going to sit there and listen to them. If I know that they ain't ate in 2 days, especially if I know the address, I'm going to send them something to eat. I'm going to let her check you though. If I know they don't feel like talking, I'm going to text them. You don't have to do these big, expensive, grand gestures to make somebody feel better. Sometimes you just have to put yourself aside and let that person be. Sometimes you have to be like, I understand. So do what you got to do. Go on and cry. Let it out. I just let you know that I hear you. I told her that the other day. I said, I ain't never going to tell you not to cry. I ain't never going to tell you not to be sad. I ain't never going to tell you not to feel what you feel. As a matter of fact, I want you to feel it. When you hide stuff and when you can't express yourself in front of somebody and you have to go hide in a closet somewhere, you never fully heal from situations. You never get through the stages and get to where you cannot be happy, but you cannot be sad. You never get there if you have to constantly not be able to express your sadness, because sadness is a part of life. Life can't always be bunnies and kittens and rain and rainbows and sunshine. Sometimes life are thunderstorms. Sometimes life, hell, are tornadoes and hurricanes. Sometimes you just sad. I'm sad on my mama's birthday. Not my grandma's mama. I'm sad on my grandma's birthday. My mother and my grandfather got the same day. So I've been sad on one date for a long time. I'm sad on Christmas Day, even though y'all don't see it. And then there are days in between that I look at some will pop across the TV and I cry. I don't do it in front of her right now because I don't want to take away from her grieving. Because this is a fresh grief and it needs to be honored and it needs to get out so that you have more time in between sadness. Because right now, that's all you working toward. That's all I want my wife to work toward, is to lengthen the time between her sadness. To lengthen the times that you're laughing and smiling and joking. Not that you're not crying, not that you stop crying, but that the spaces in between just happen to be getting longer. So that you can honor the person that you're grieving. Because Nobody's parent wants them to be sad. Ever. I never want my son to feel, I never want Brittany to feel sadness, to feel loneliness, to feel unhappiness. Because sadness and unhappiness is two different things. And that's if I'm here or if I'm gone. But if I'm gone, I can't tell them that. But I can just love them so much that they'll know that I don't want you sad, baby. But there'll be spaces where you just gonna be. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with tears, y'all. Because sometimes the tears be happiness. Because you'll remember. My grandmama always wore a slip. Even, always. She always wore a dress. I think she had like, I think her pants like 4 times. The only time she wore jeans, she going fishing. And that was some shit I didn't want to do. I was a kid, and her, baby, they were my aunties, but they weren't by blood. They were just, and her and them good old country ladies would get their little, woo, and it was always like 2, 3 little old black ladies with these rod and reels. My grandmama looked like she was getting ready to get on a bass boat, some shit. What the hell is you doing? We would go to the store and buy these rods and reels. And I know that people wanted to ask where her husband or son was. And I was waiting for that time. My grandma, these are for me. But nobody else said nothing. So I guess because we was in the South, so girls did that, girls hunted and fished in the South. But my grandmother always wore a slip. And she'd make me wear one. Now, y'all know how much ass I got. I had that starting young. And the slip would always bunch up on me. You know what I'm saying? Be ride my ass up under the dress or whatever I was in. So it'd be like humps on top. And I'd be looking at my grandma when I got older and I stopped wearing slips or anything. And one day I had on a dress and didn't have a slip up under it. I wasn't going to put a slip on. It was a sundress. I could see right through you. I said, well, let's work it. I was grown. So I said, well, the dress is working. Baby, my grandmama didn't look at me like I had just said that I worship Satan. Ooh, she said, you going outside with your ass out? I said, my ass is not out. Bam, in this case, my butt is out and everything. See how big that is? You can sit on that. Ain't had that. But anyway, so she would wear these. So one day, we were in the house. And we weren't going nowhere. She always had on shoes, too. House shoes, sandals, something. I was like, why she got on shoes? Where are we going? But she was in that kid cooking. She had a little apron on. And I see her little slip dip. And I'm in the we had a house, but we had separate rooms. Kitchen was in the separate room, and dining room, and the living room. So I was sitting at the table doing something. And I look at her little slip and dip. I said, Mom, where you going? She said, what you talking about? I said, where you going? Why you got all the clothes on? She said, I got a dress on. I got to have a slip on. I thought you got to have a slip on. What the hell are you on? I didn't say hell. I didn't cuss my grandma. I cussed in front of her twice. Once. Yeah, twice. My whole life. But I said, where you going? She said, nowhere. I said, why you got this on? I said, I got a dress on. I said, well, we in the house. She said, but I got a dress on. And to her, that made all the sense in the world because she got a dress on. To me, I was confused. Why you got all them clothes on and out? I've been naked a long time, y'all. I didn't know it, but I've been naked a long time. I was like, why she got all them clothes on? I don't know. But that was just her. So anytime I see something like that, or I see somebody that look like her, I get a little sad. But I just remember her. And that's what I want for my wife. I tell these jokes and I tell these little stories to let her know that there is another side, and you'll get there.
And what's funny? You said that.
What?
Because yesterday I finally looked at not the whole video, but a piece of a video.
Uh-huh.
'Cause I have a playlist of my mom's all her videos that she was in on the playlist.
Uh-huh.
And I so happened to look at one for the first time. And I didn't look at the whole thing, but I just looked at the part where it was her birthday,
Uh-huh.
2021 last year.
Uh-huh.
And we took her shopping, me and my sister. And I laughed because my sister, we was in the store, and you know, she don't like the store, I don't like the store.
She
And
said she don't like the store.
I don't like shopping.
She don't like Walmart.
I don't like stores.
She likes
I
stores.
like to buy stuff.
She like the Nike store. She like Best Buy. She like
Can I have my time?
J.C. Penney.
See, this is what you do all the time. So anyway, we took my mom to J.C. Penney's, and I don't like walking in stores. I like to order it back. So I said, I'm gonna do this for her birthday. So me and my sister in the store, and we done went through like the shirts, the jeans, the capris, and then we was in the shoe section. So my sister went walking on the other side, and my mom whispered and said, "Wow, he's still in the store." I said, "I don't know. You ready to go?" He was like, "What's she doing? She's still looking at stuff." And she's like, "Uh-oh, here she comes. She coming." And then my sister said, "Y'all talking about me?" We like, "No." I think that was just the funniest thing that happened in that store. That was so funny because my mom never liked the stores either. But since we was taking her shopping at the time for her birthday, I think she went anyway. Anytime we said we going shopping. But she don't like the stores like me, so I got it. I got it honestly. But I just remember us whispering like, "Wow, we is still in this store. We gonna leave?" And she whispering like, "Where'd she go at?" And then when my sister was coming, I swear we was like, "Here she come." We was trying to
Yeah.
we was trying to be quiet because my sister was coming. And then she came, and then I just remember looking at that yesterday, because yesterday was not a good day for me. I woke up with her on my mind, and then the whole day was just going, and I just went to sleep half of the day. And you know, it was just when I went, I got up, and then I just so wanted to look at a video, something I haven't done until yesterday, and that's been since August, since she passed on the 29th at 3:15 p.m. And so for me to look at that video, it was very hard for me to look at it. But that one just so happened, that little piece right there, because I guess I had already looked at some of the video. And then I guess when you go look at a video, already look, it start off where you left off, I guess. And that was that area when we was going through to go to get the capris and the shoes. And we sat down and we was whispering to each other, saying how we was like, "Why are we still here? We want to leave." We are still in the store, but she was enjoying herself. She really enjoyed herself because we were like, "Get whatever you want." Me and my sister went half on whatever she wanted. And my mom was never a shopper. She never wanted nothing, or she never asked for nothing. And she like a picky person. Like she'll go for like, if something $5, she'll get it versus the 10. And that's why I probably get that from, because sometimes I do that. And then sometimes I don't. It's more like I'm like t-shirts and stuff like that is okay, whatever. But when it comes to electronics, I'm a little different when it comes to that. But for me to watch that video, it was very hard. It was very hard to watch.
Did it help?
I mean, it kind of helped because I went on about my day the rest of the day, but it was very hard to watch because the last thing I remember was when they pulled the plug on her at 3:15 and she was gone. So, like I said, it was hard, but it was funny at the same time. And then that's when I say when family be there for you? You know what I'm saying? It's like, when do they be there for you? They don't. They don't know. They just see me being there and doing stuff, you know, and trying to be there. Now, like I said, my sister is there for me. I won't lie, she's there for me. But for everybody else, it is what it is. It is what it is. We watching the chat, y'all, for some people that don't know, but it's hard to talk and go back and forth with the chat. But I appreciate the bomb squad. I appreciate y'all being there, because y'all keep it 100. I'm happy y'all here for us. You know, I like when y'all hit the like buttons. But anybody that's going through stuff with family and friends, through hard times, through difficult times, sometimes you just gotta be strong and do for self, and let the ones there for you, let them be there for you. You know, let them be there for you. And the ones that's not there for you, you know, trust me. Because at first, you know, I wasn't seeing it. You know, I was warned. I wasn't seeing it, but I was warned. And I guess I wasn't trying to see that perspective of them.
What's
but
up?
It's a hard thing for me, boy. Whew. It's very hard. It's hard. This wasn't supposed to turn into this, but we on the topic why people are not there for you. And the thing about it was, I wanted to say why family, but it's not just family, it's just people in general, you know. So,
Well, see, that's the thing. We
and
have so many people that we consider family and friends that we don't realize that that circle that we have is smaller,
mhm,
because real family and friends gonna be there. They ain't gotta say nothing. My best friend is 1,000 miles away. No, not 1,000, but close enough. Anyway, and sometimes you just gotta talk, and that's cool. Your real family will be there. Real family shows up, and then everybody else can get cut off. Go ahead, baby.
all right, guys, we're gonna get up over here. I thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all hearing us out. Like I said, I try to keep busy. I love doing YouTube a lot. I like doing videos, but I've been down some days. I've been so far like I don't even want to do anything. And then I try to get online and do reaction videos or whatever. But every time I do, I just sit back and just chill or play the video games. Or I'm watching this show called Made MAID on Netflix. And I'm not really a TV person like that, but I've been watching TV and I've been talking to my sister, or you know, I just try to keep busy and do
I
things.
aggravate her all the
Because
time.
my idle mind is not healthy. My idle time is not healthy at all. So I'm gonna get up off of here. See y'all later. We be back on tomorrow for bingo. I might do a real. Should I do that tomorrow?
Which one?
I'm supposed to do that thing. I'll tell you later. I do that Monday, lunchtime Monday. You know what I'm talking about. I'm supposed to do that lunchtime Monday video, but it's hard to do it live because where we live at, this reception sucks. But if I go out, I'm a vlog. Like I said, I got my I actually got my, oh man, it's over there. I purchased the
iPad
composition book.
stand. I mean, oh, your composition book.
I got my composition book for to write down all the stuff that I want to do in the spring and in the summer. So I'm about to work on putting that in because it finally came. And because I want to do a lot more vlogging and stuff, like I keep saying. And I mean, I'm going to do it because I don't have nothing but time. So I'm going to do that. And like I said, thank y'all, Megan Fox, Karen Wood, Phyllis, Scooby, Tell the Truth, Leilani, Ronnie's Girl, Asia, Megan, The Real Sister. Who else came in here? I can't see. And everybody that's Blanche. I see Blanche. I see Madeline. I see E-Dub. Who else I see up in here? Priest, I see Priest. I appreciate y'all coming through. If I left anybody out, I seen everybody in the trenches. Make sure y'all hit that like button. And I'm going to get up off of here because my daughter wants me to go play the video game with her. She's not staying on long. So I'm going to finish eating my pizza. The pizza came when we was about to get on. So I need to eat some more because I only ate a slice. 2 slices, and I'm hungry. I ain't had nothing really today, but I appreciate y'all for coming through, though. I really do. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Stay blessed, stay safe. Wear those masks. Wear those masks.
Thank you, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We love you.
Yeah. Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LA baby who run away, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name, big dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Soon as you sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffee. Money clip I tossed it, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming, coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah, LA baby who run away. Yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. Bitch, I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, bitch. I'm broke if you asking. Don't gotta sell a most Cialis roll this broken whistles longer than it's foreign. Heard you want it cause the yam's enormous. What's an ass? Since she isn't gorgeous. Live my life last name. I'm Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest. Do not know when knocking on the door. This came in. Did it like the Porsche's coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah, LA baby who run away. Yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Okay, alright. Coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah, LA baby who run away. Yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10, 10, 10. Yeah.